Hello everyone, it's Carl here from Games, Brains and Headbanging Life with Lou, here doing a Download Festival rundown. Basically, Download is less than a week away now, so we thought we'd go through the stages and talk about the bands, give you recommendations to check out, maybe stuff you're not too sure about or you've never really heard of that we have, and we can say, hey, go check this shit out and why you should check it out. As well as going, oh shit, I've never heard of this band, because there is a fair few on this that I'm like, the fuck? But we're going to go through all 4 stages. There are 4 stages of Download. We have the Dogtooth stage, which I always see as the heavier kind of thing. Where
consistently heavy.
Like, consistently heavy, rather than just the odd smattering. Then we have the Avalanche stage, which is a bit more punky, punk rock, pop rock, that kind of thing. And then we have the main 2 stages, which is a mix of both. The second stage and the main stage, which is just basically a mix of both. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it day by day, starting from the Dogtooth stage, work our way up to the main stage. So we'll do it that way, go day by day. So obviously Download takes place 14th to the 16th of June in Donington Park. It's arguably, well, it is the biggest rock and metal festival in our country. Probably the nearest parallel we have in a European country is something like Hellfest. Size-wise,
crowd size,
for size-wise and stuff like that. You know, Download's the big one, basically. You know, potentially up to 60 to 80,000 people there. We have been many times in the past. You more than me, but I've been 3 times, I think. But not including like day visits as well. For that full weekend, 3 times, I think. And not for a long time now. Put it simply, you know, for honesty, Download does not overall cater enough to my taste to make the ticket price worthwhile.
Yeah, and festivals nowadays are a big thing. If you enjoy yourself, you can't just sort of go, oh, I'll take £5 with me. Like, you have to.
It's a holiday.
You have to do it properly, don't you?
Yeah.
We have to have enough bands that go, right.
You have to be able to justify the ticket price.
Of course, yeah.
And with Download, I often find it's not the case. Not because I don't necessarily like a lot of the bands or stuff like that, but more because I've either seen them loads of times in the past, or they're just not high enough on my radar that I'm like, oh, I really need to see that. Yeah. Consistency is important to me. Consistency across an event. And that's not what I get from Download. You know, that's just me. I do think overall the bill they always put on is more than good enough for varying degree of tastes. Yeah. Put it this way, if you're a bit more like wide-ranging taste-wise, you know, Download might be a cup of tea. Particularly as like, since, you know, Days of Reading and Leeds having more rock and metal is pretty much gone. Yeah,
they've kind of really narrowed that down, haven't they?
Yeah, so it really is just Download. Yeah. So we'll get started then with the Dogtooth stage on Friday. Yeah. Now, the first couple of these I'm a bit lost on already. Ground culture, all one word. I don't know.
Yep.
Nope.
Or those damn crows.
I do know those damn crows. Yeah. They're also going to be at Rambler Man this year.
Oh, okay.
I believe they're at Rambler Man this year. And it's where the name came up before. And they're a hard rock band. They're all right. They're all right. Go check out those damn crows. Yeah. Nova Twins. Nope. Yep. See, this is the problem. There is, at these early stages, we just don't have a lot to say. Yeah. But when we do hit one, we can get excited. Yeah. Because then, on that day, you have Conjurer. Yeah. Conjurer are one of the brightest sparks in the British underground scene right now. Their debut album, Maya, came out late last year. It was a phenomenal album. Was it beginning of this year? Late last year? It was late last year. It was, because, I've seen them live a few times. They're brilliant. Conjurer are one not to miss. They're certainly one of the future of the scene. Yeah.
Definitely. Well worth seeing.
Then we have Skinned. SKYND. Nope. Lost Society. I've heard of them. Like, the name rings a bell, but I couldn't tell you anything more about them. And that kind of applies with the same lot. Vega, 12-Foot Ninja.
That one's come up before, and I don't know why. Maybe we talked through this before and kind of looked through the lineup.
Maybe.
I think we did this last week. I think we sat on the train and looked at.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah. And then we get Ginger, and Ginger, like Conjurer, are one of the sort of bright sparks of not so much like up and coming British metal, because they're from Poland.
Okay.
I think they're from Poland. Yeah. Female fronted, you know, with who's more aggressive style, Arch Enemy, that kind of stuff.
That's more up my street. So.
Yeah, they're quite. There's a fair bit of buzz around Ginger. So
they've got quite a nice position on the stage as well.
Yeah, because they're kind of up and coming. So they're like 3rd from top on this stage, only behind Neo Oblivicarius.
I've given him a go.
And at the gates,
Yeah, I've given him. I can't say the name. The second one, Neo
Oblivicarius.
I think I've sort of like conjured up
Butchering
sort of
that one,
wizard.
yeah.
Yeah, but I gave them a go. They're kind of like quite epic sounding, then into quite heavy, so it's quite sound. I can't. It's not soundscape. That sounds wanky. What's the thing I'm thinking of? Quite long introductions, quite building up the.
Well, that'll do. That's
yeah,
it. Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah,
Describe it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then getting quite heavy, and then obviously at the gates are like.
And it's at the gates, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what you're getting with at the gates. No major surprises here. It'll be a mix of old, probably more leaning towards their new stuff, which has a bit more melodicness to it. But yeah, you know, on that stage alone, just for Conjurer, Ginger, and Neo Oblivious Caris, fucking hell. I said it fine a minute ago.
Yeah.
And then at the gates, and that's 4 bands that we definitely say, yeah, you could easily check out and have a good time. Now we're going to move on to the Avalanche stage, and we're going to have a lot of trouble with this one.
Yeah, because it's not my bag.
We're gonna have to kind of fly through it. So I'm gonna sort of, you stop me if you know any of these. Now I've got to lean forward because this resolution on Download's website for their lineup is poor. Pengushi?
No.
Sumo Psycho.
No.
Icon for Hire.
No.
Man with a Mission.
No.
Zebrahead.
Yes, we've seen it a few times.
Yeah, we've seen Zebrahead mainly when they've been the first band on before Less Than Jake and Real Big Fish as part of their tours.
Seems like they're sort of bandmates that they always tend to like travel in packs.
It seems to be a trio, like Less Than Jake, Real Big Fish, and Zebrahead. Zebrahead are fine.
Yeah.
I must say, every time I've seen them, they've never blown me away. But yeah, I think they're just fine.
Yeah, and the festival, a couple of beers, I think, yeah. And there's a short festival set as well. Could be quite good fun.
Well, it's funny because as well, what that part from this point onwards, this is why we said about this stage being a bit more pop punky, that kind of thing, and bounce and fun, is because then you get the Interrupters. And the Interrupters are a band I would recommend you seeing. Great little punk rock band.
Have we seen them?
No.
Oh, I thought we had.
No.
Oh, you might have recommended it to me, that's what it was.
Yeah, but Interrupters are a good band, so make sure you check them out. Real Big Fish.
Yeah.
You know exactly what you get in Real Big Fish. It'll be good fun. They're always good fun live. And Me First and the Gimme Gimmes. Now, I know the name well.
But I don't know anything by them.
But yeah, if you said to me, shit, name a song, I actually really don't know any.
From the posters, I think, from what I've seen with like posters, I think they are
Ska, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think so.
Good time bands, then yeah, they'll go down really well. So.
All of that, with Zebrahead, the Interrupters, Real Big Fish, and Me First at the Gimme Gimmes, if you could have a lot of fun there, I think. I think you could actually have a lot of fun. That many in a row, I mean, thankfully Interrupters are a little bit different to Zebrahead and Real Big Fish, so they do kind of break that up. But yeah, it might be a bit too much in a row, like that kind of thing. But yeah, again, 4 bands on that, ignoring the fact we knew fuck all about the first lot. Yeah. There's 4 decent bands, you know, that's 8 bands already off Friday.
Yeah.
That's a pretty decent return, you know? Second stage, we're starting to get to bigger names. Well, we will get to bigger names, because I don't know who Goodbye June are.
No.
Sorry, guys.
No, they are. No.
Skid Row. This is obviously the modern version of Skid Row, non-Sebastian Bach. Yeah. Gotta say, now, I'd imagine a lot of people will just obviously be like, well, it's not Sebastian Bach, it's Skid Row. This version of Skid Row rock, they're good.
I'll give them a go.
Saw them many years ago, Hellfest.
Oh,
was surprised.
Yeah.
They were good. Really enjoyed them. Yeah. Really good band, yeah. Kelvatak Rock. Simple as that.
I don't know. I don't think I've listened to them.
Seen them live at Sonosphere in the past.
Oh, lots of versions one. But yeah, I'll check out a few songs of theirs.
Kelvatak are good. I like Kelvatak, yeah. Dylan. It's not... They're popular, but they're not for me.
They're female-fronted, quite operatic, not operatic. What's the word? I can't think of the word.
I put them on par with the likes of I can't even think of a fucking band name I'm on about, but another one with a woman fronting them. Oh, I can't remember the name.
Yeah, but I don't think they're for me.
They're not for me. Deadland Ritual. Now this one puzzles me because they're really high up, and I feel like I should know them. And like I don't know if it's because I've heard of bands that have a similar name.
Yeah, kind of like your brain goes dead something.
Yeah, because I see Deadland Ritual. I'm like Deadwood Lake. No, it's not Deadwood Lake.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like, or like, you know, Ritual is just a common band name. So I really don't, I can't say I know. Maybe I do, but it's not ringing a bell. So they clearly haven't stood out, you know? Then we have Opeth. Obviously one of the biggest sort of progressive metal bands out there. I'm going to be honest about this one. I wouldn't see it. Opeth put me to sleep live. I can enjoy Opeth. I certainly enjoy a lot of their early music. The last one, Sorceress, I think it was. Really didn't like it. Really didn't like it at all. And obviously they have a new album out at the end of this year. But Opeth, they don't excite me.
And a festival as well. I think, like, if you pay to Opeth and that's the main band, then that's fine. But a festival, I don't know, because sometimes I like, especially like in the evening, I think and more energy the better, I find, or a bit more to grab me in. But I don't know, I think Opeth might be a bit, yeah. I like some of their stuff, I really do.
I've seen them live plenty of times,
Yeah.
and I've never really come away going, that was amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, not for me.
Yeah.
And the same applies to Eagles of Death Metal. I'm not sure why they're second from top.
Yeah, I think they've got something out recently.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, who cares? Like, are they
their association? Because obviously, am I getting my bands confused?
What do you mean?
The guy with like the handlebar moustache.
From.
And I think they had the guy from.
They used to have Josh Homme.
Yes.
From Queens of the Stone Age. Yeah.
That's why I'm getting confused. Yeah.
But not anymore. Yeah.
And this association still kind of does them well.
Maybe. If you're a massive fan, great. A second from top, so you get a decent set from it. And then
songs I like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
well, that's something then, I guess. Might if we were there, we might check a couple of songs out, basically. And then the headliner of the second stage, Mr. Rob Zombie. I'll be telling you now, because he's headlining of second stage, you're going to get the stripped back version. You're not getting the big show Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I hope if you're looking forward to seeing this, I hope you get an on form one, because when he's not on form and can't be bothered, I have seen him can't be bothered. That's most of the time. In fact, every time I've seen him, it's been I can't be bothered Rob Zombie. As a headliner of Bloodstock and stuff like that.
Yeah, I expected. I wanted more from that. Because I do enjoy Rob Zombie.
People have raved to me about, oh, it's so great live. I've now seen him live twice. And each time it's been like, oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. But then I'm not a massive fan of his music, to be honest. I think one or two hits in the 90s kind of carried him through. And like their club songs and stuff like that. But people put him up there as one of the greatest and all that.
Yeah.
And it's not the case. And while I'm at it, his latest horror output, in fact, the last horror output for a decade, go read about this on the site. I was very, very frank about it. My review for 31 has been downright terrible. You know, we give him a lot of leeway because The Devil's Rejects and House of a Thousand Corpses were good movies, good follow-ups and stuff like that. But after that, we got Halloween and Halloween 2, both bad movies in their own right. And then we got Lords of Salem. Then we got 31, you know? And then we've got this new one, which season goes back to the days of House of a Thousand Corpses and all that. And like, that's cool in itself. But it's like, is that going to, you know, I don't trust it. But, you know, we're not talking about that. Musically wise, it just doesn't, it's never excited me. It's never excited me.
I say, Bloodstock, I did want more. I wanted more. I wanted some fire. I wanted some, like...
It was just dances and backdrop.
Yeah, I wanted more. I wanted more from him. So, I say, he might have upped his game for download.
No, he won't have, because it's the second stage.
Yeah.
Why would you? You've got an hour on the second stage.
But you're still top of the bill.
He headlined Bloodstock and didn't do that.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
You're not top of the bill. You're not top of the bill. You're not. Right. Main stage for Friday. Right. Last in line.
No.
Nope. Don't know him. Tesla. Name rings a bell. Couldn't tell you a song though.
No. I think I'm getting more of like the scientific thing. Yeah, but I don't know much of them. But I've obviously heard the name thrown about. Blackberry Smoke. I think they're
hard rock band,
yeah,
southern rock, aren't they? Yeah, like they're dead fit more. Like they were at Ramblin' Man, you'd get it. Be like, okay, yeah.
I think they have been.
Probably have been, yeah.
But as the sun's out, they might do quite well. Because sun's out, that kind of stuff does go down quite well at festivals. So
if the sun's out on Friday, the main stage isn't a terrible place to be for what you'd see. Because then you get Clutch, and obviously it's Clutch. Clutch are a great band. When I said at the very start, problem with like Download's lineup, and particularly this lineup, is repetitiveness, and I've seen this band too many. This is a band I would go to. I've seen Clutch way too many times, to the point where, I think it was last year, I said to you, like, no more for a while, because I'm clutched out, and I'm not enjoying it anymore. So give it a couple of years, and it'll be there. And I'd apply the same here. I reckon you'd be like, oh yeah, no, it's a festival, cool, and all that. I'd be like, no, it's because I want to go see something. I want to go see something else. I've seen Clutch. All I'm going to do is the hits. And that's fine, I guess, if that's what you want. But I've seen all them many times. Yeah.
Whitesnake?
I don't care. I mean, Jesus, I don't care. Whitesnake's best years are way, way behind them.
That's the crusty parade for this last three, isn't
it? It is very much like that. I don't care about Whitesnake.
We did enjoy them. We did enjoy them at Ramblin' Man, didn't we? We saw Ramblin' Man.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that I'm saying I don't think they're a bad band. I don't think particularly like thing. I think the best years behind them. But you know, and if I was there, maybe I'd watch it. But it all depends on what's on elsewhere, basically. If there was nothing else on, then of course I'd check it out. But it's not a priority. It's not like, oh, if I'm going, this is one of the bands I must see. And to be honest, that applies to everything else on the stage. Friday's main stage for me is a complete bust.
Yeah.
Because then you get Slash with Miles Kennedy. I don't care. Again, I don't care.
I like his voice, but I'm not sure if I've not done my.
I like every element.
Yeah.
I like Slash. I like Miles Kennedy, but it doesn't. What I've
excite. Yeah, I think yeah.
It doesn't excite. You know, the best thing goes, well, I might hear Guns N' Roses songs done with Miles Kennedy's voice. Yeah. But then realistically, why would you? Considering Guns N' Roses are a thing now.
Yeah.
So, and even that I don't really care about, you know. So, in continuing the sort of theme of just not really caring, then you got Def Leppard headlining. And Def Leppard had headlined Download quite a bit. And this is supposed to be a bit more special because they're playing Hysteria, which is obviously their biggest album, in full, plus select hits and stuff. Def Leppard alone doesn't interest me. No. Not that big of, not even a fan. Just, you know, I know some Def Leppard songs. If they're on, it's fine and stuff like that. But the idea of going to see them and playing an album in full,
for a non-fan, you're like.
There are bands I love that I don't want to see albums in full of. Yeah, you know.
There's because it's like just like a trend in the last few years. It's been it's been that the last few years.
It's certainly become more of a thing.
Yeah, like they do whole tours of just pick certain albums and stuff like that, and like you do question that album, really.
I mean, I get Hysteria in full, but to me, it's like, oh, we're doing Def Leppard as a headliner again. But no, it's different this time because doing Hysteria in full. It's like. Put it this way, with Rob Zombie on the other stage, I think Def Leppard will get a small crowd. I think Rob Zombie might do quite well out of this. In fact, a lot of the headliners might do quite well out of it because Def Leppard only appeal to a certain generation, and the idea of playing Hysteria in full to a 20-year-old going.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm saying if you're regular, you might have seen Def Leppard before. You're like, well, I've seen Def Leppard before. I'll go see a second headliner.
Yeah.
So that can work for Rob.
So yeah, that's Friday for you. I mean, there's a fair bit. There's certainly a lot of variety and something for everyone's taste, I think. You can go to the Dogtooth stage and see the heavier stuff. You can go to the Avalanche stage and see some punky, upbeat stuff. Where across the second and main stage, I think it's a lot more catered towards rock than anything else. Yeah. But you've got variety there, basically. Which brings us to Saturday then. So back down we go to the Dogtooth stage. Right. Once again, it's a major who.
Yeah. Yambo?
Is that a V or Y? Vambo or Yambo? Vambo.
Vambo. I like the name.
Vambo?
Not sure.
Cloud?
No.
Underside. We do know we saw them at Bloodstock last year.
Yes.
In fact, we interviewed them. Go to the site, check them out. Lovely dudes from Nepal.
Yes.
Really, really excited us. Unfortunately, when we saw them at Bloodstock, we weren't exactly blown away by them in the end. Didn't quite work. But, you know, that was a one-off, hopefully. Worth checking out, I think. You know, at least poking your head in and seeing what they are. Queensy, Love Bites. Massive recommendation for me. Go see Love Bites. Love Bites, don't judge them on visuals, basically. I know people will automatically look and see 5 women, 5 Japanese women in white dresses and put parallels towards baby metal and all that. They're not baby metal. They play thrash metal, very hard, heavy metal, very, very talented. All 5 of them play their instruments. So there's none of that, just like, there's no choreographed dancing. They're just headbangers, stuff like that. And they're very, very good. Bloodstock last year, they were all right because they got bumped to the main stage after Suicidal Tendencies were late. Yeah. So Tendencies went in the tent. Love Bites were main stage and they're good. But then I saw Love Bites play at a small venue in London at the end of the year. Fucking loved it. Fucking loved it. Can't recommend Love Bites enough. Hope they continue to do really, really well. Riding the Low?
No.
Nope. The Hue? H-U. Really?
I think they're like Mongolian. So I think it's more like quite traditional elements in their music. I think it's like Mongolian.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, definitely some sort of like some tribal elements to it of where they're from and that. So,
that sounds worth checking out.
Yeah, I'm quite interested in checking them out because I like things. I quite enjoy stuff like that. So.
Of course, you're going to. Forgot to mention at the start. You actually go. She's going to download. No. I'm not. That's fine. So yeah, you've got an opportunity to check out a band like that. Yeah. Intervals.
No.
Nope. No. We're going to quickly fly past this one because I don't really want to talk about it, but Batushka are the next band, second from top. But if you need to understand which version of Batushka this is, depending on which side of the fence you lie on, just go check out online. All the details are there. This is not... I would have... 4 months ago, I'd have been happy. I've been like, yeah, go see Batushka. Yeah. I would not see this band, and I hope nobody else does. Carcass, then at a headliner of the Dogtooth stage.
Yeah.
It's Carcass.
Yeah.
They're great. They're great live.
Yeah.
They're a great band. You know.
Frontman's entertaining.
Yeah, he's got a lot to say. Yeah.
Grumpy old like scouse bloke.
Yeah, basically she's referring to when we saw them last at Bloodstock, I think 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there must have been some issue with sets in regards to Megadeth.
Yeah.
So he made sure that was known on stage.
Yeah.
You know.
It was quite entertaining.
But yeah, Carcass are great headliner for the Dogtooth stage, you know.
And say if you've never seen that, you can always say that now. I've seen Carcass and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Put on your list to see because they are still sounding good.
Then we go to the Avalanche stage, the punky one, and again, sorry,
yeah, this day's not looking.
This is not a good stage today.
Not for me. I'm not.
Parting gift.
No.
Yours truly.
No.
Hot milk. I'm going to stop there.
Like disco band.
When you hear hot milk, like what do you picture? I do picture proper like Americanized punk rock.
I mean, now thinking of like some sort of soul band, hot milk.
No, you think of hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate milk. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not putting it together with. There's so many bands that've got like different elements in like crossover things. There's like milk tea, hot milk. Like I don't know.
But but that's the band generators can only go so far.
Yeah.
Then we've got the Beaches.
No.
Playsides. I've heard of them.
I've heard of Palisades. Yeah. Rome. I can't. Sorry.
Rome. Jesus. Rome. It's the weird spacing as well on the download poster. Don't know them.
No.
Trash Boats. Do know we saw them as the first support band for the While She Sleeps Roundhouse gig on the album release for So What. My son Dan, one of the other people that appears in the videos, he really likes this band. I don't. Didn't think they were very good. Simple as that. We definitely like opposite ends of the scale of that one.
But it's nice to say when like Dan finds bands on his own and stuff. But it's just like
well, not really when it's up, but there you go. Nothing Nowhere.
Nope, don't know. See what I did there.
The Wonder Years.
No. But I can already picture what they're kind of.
The second from top, don't know who the hell they are. And Simple Creatures are the headliner.
My first thought was Simple Plan, but
that's what I kept getting confused with. But I don't know who Simple Creatures are. I really don't. I can't tell you. I can't think of who they are. Yeah.
I might do a quick scan through after, just listen to a little bit of each. There is a download playlist where you can just kind of find one of everything on there. So.
You said it now, but there'll be enough going on.
Yeah.
Right, second stage, and again it's the same. The Inspector Clouseau. Bad Wolves. Nope. Elvania.
I know. I've heard things about these. They're it's like Nirvana. It's kind of Nirvana style.
Okay.
Like just as Elvis. Like
is that who it is?
Yeah.
The Elvis tribute Nirvana band mix.
Elvana. Yeah.
They are really high up for being a joke band. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Animals as leaders.
I've heard of them.
Obviously, know who Animals leaders are. Not for me. Epica. The same applies to Epica. Big, obviously name, but again, not band that's ever really caught my attention. Brothers Osborne.
No.
A 3 Days Grace. This is Killswitch Engage.
Oh, is it?
Adam, the guitarist of a band. I'm sure it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not going to look into it from here because I want to keep this rolling. But I'm sure this is the heavier, like an alternative band of Killswitch Engage. It started when Howard was still in the band before Thingy came back into it, Jesse Leach.
Yeah. And
I'm sure it is Jesse, Adam again, and so on. I'm sure it is. You know what? Fuck it. Indeed. Times of Grace. 3 Days Grace, Times of Grace. Yep, I'm getting them wrong. I do not know who 3 Days Grace are. I know who Times of Grace are.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, then we got the second from top. It's Stone Temple Pilots. I must have missed this. Who's fronting this band now?
Sure.
Okay. Jeff Gutt. I never cared for them back when Scott Weiland was fronting them.
I knew a few songs. I did one few songs. And obviously he was then in Velvet Revolver, which I knew a bit more of.
Few songs again.
Yeah, so...
I never really rated his voice.
Yeah,
simple as that.
There's a few songs. I won't kind of go nuts over him.
It isn't... Yeah, there's no particular draw for this one. And again, there's no draw for me for Hellstorm.
I like a few songs, but again, like for a headliner...
I think I'd get bored.
Yeah.
I think I'd get bored. Yeah, so it's simple as that, really. Right, main stage then. Main stage on the Saturday. Opening with, first on stage is a band you must go check out. One of the future bands of metal, we believe. Alien Weaponry, the New Zealand.
Yeah. Very, very young.
Maori influenced music. Yeah.
It's good energy. they sort of like seem really happy to be like, it's so infectious. They seem really happy to be doing what they're doing, which is what you want from a band opening up on the Saturday, you know.
I think they're pulling I think they're pulling a big crowd.
Yeah, they're spreading their name around.
Yeah, the name's getting out and about, and it's going to be one of those where I think you'll wish you had seen it, kind of thing. A Royal Republic, indie rock.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Not.
It's going to be. I find their position fucking odd.
Yeah.
So you would be like, if you were just at the main stage, you'd be like Alien Weaponry, Royal Republic, and then Power Trip.
Yeah, Power Trip. Rap one?
Hardcore kind of.
Oh, okay.
Bits of hardcore, rap metal, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That Brendan's more of a fan than me,
Yeah.
but like Sandwich, and then like following that, it's Behemoth.
Yeah.
Behemoth. I mean, this will be fine.
Mm.
I think the position of stage is the problem.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get anything really.
No.
The fourth on, following like say Alien Weaponry, Royal Republic, Power Trip, and then Behemoth.
Yeah.
It's Behemoth. They'll be great live. You'll probably get more of a new album set, I think, than anything else because of time. But it's I like Behemoth, but I have seen them live a lot.
Yeah.
So that's again what I've said at the start.
Just because there's nothing else anywhere else, you'd be like, oh yeah, cool.
Basically, yeah. Then we have Skindred, a band that I have stopped seeing live. They're always, for most, they're always great live. They've got high energy.
They'll do really well.
They'll do great. It's Skindred, and them being at Download just fits. I'm sure they probably played there like 100 times by now.
Yeah.
So they're Skindred. You know what you're getting with them. It's kind of safe in that sense. Me personally, I've just seen them too many times to really care.
Get excited.
Then we get Trivium.
Saw them last time a couple of years ago.
Headlining Bloodstock, and they were good. They were good. I enjoyed them.
They impressed us because obviously at first it was like, okay, show us what you got.
If I was there, I'd see them.
Yeah.
If I was there and I had nothing else going on, I'd check them out. I like Trivium. This next one, fuck me.
Yeah.
So I guess this is the whole for everyone thing. But I find this one absolutely head scratching, which is it's Die Antwoord.
Yeah. I would have had these headlining second stage and put Hailstorm
in between Trivium and Slipknot.
I would have had Trivium just before Slipknot, and then Skindred, Hailstorm, Trivium. I would have gone up that way.
I'd have put Hailstorm in between Trivium and Slipknot, so you get a difference. Trivium, like an obvious difference.
Yeah. I think as Die Antwoord are more on the sort of pendulum progeny, on the fence kind of thing. So I thought
they've got crossover appeal. Yeah.
But I've always put, kind of get more appreciated. I think I always put them on the second stage. So like Prodigy will play to Prodigy fans because they've gone to the second stage to see him. Whereas you're going to get everyone waiting for. Well, no, that's not the way you should do it at a festival. But if you're wanting to kind of ramp up energy, I mean, they could bring out a show and convert people. But from what I've listened to, I don't think I'd be fussed.
Couldn't care less.
Yeah.
Man, oh man, this is not snobbery or anything like that, but I can't stand this type of music. Cannot stand it. Absolutely don't like the Prodigy, don't like Pendulum, don't like Die Antwoord. Then we get the headliner, Slipknot. It's Slipknot. What can we even say? I guess from this you're going to get a chance to see the new masks. You're going to get a chance to see maybe a new kind of show. Yeah. Probably going to hear some of the new songs that have been released already.
I saw a set list. From the festival in France or somewhere the other day.
Right.
And that looked quite a good mix.
Okay.
And ended with
they've got enough albums now. You should be able to vary that shit up.
Don't keep the energy up as well.
It's Slipknot fine. They're a good headliner for Download. They're a safe headliner for Download. But I'm going to bring it up again. How many times have they headlined now in the last couple of years? I'd see them if I was there. But again, it doesn't excite me. It doesn't make me go, I really want to see that. That's a reason to go.
Yeah.
It's not a reason to go for me
at
all, you know? But they'll be great. They'll be great. I know they'll be great. Slipknot. Yeah. Which then brings us to Sunday. And we're back to the bottom again where we go to the Dogtooth stage. Let's fly through the ones we don't know.
Yeah.
Lost in Stereo.
Nope.
Wolfjaw.
Nope.
Blurred Vision.
Nope.
The Cult Classic. No, Aaron Buckman and the Cult Classics. Whew, no idea either. Kim Jennett.
No, that sounds like a name like you put your name out there like people know you from another band or something like that, but I don't know.
Crystal Lake.
No.
Tosca.
No.
We are having a nightmare with this stage.
Alcest, I've heard of it.
Alcest, I do know.
French band.
Okay.
I quite enjoyed the last album. yeah, so if I'm around, I would check them out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cold Rain are there as well. Decent little band. New album's all right. Nothing to get too excited about, but they'll be perfect to sort of G up a crowd. Then we got Whitechapel.
It's hardcore, isn't it?
Hardcore?
Whitechapel? Oh, why am I thinking hardcore?
Yeah.
Definitely.
The new album, The Valley, is actually quite good. Probably the best Whitechapel album maybe ever, but it's certainly in a while. So I definitely like to check them out based off of how much I like the new album. And then we got Municipal Waste.
They'd be fun.
So the party metal kind of atmosphere does work quite well. It was a lot of fun. They're heavy as fuck. They're a good headliner. In fact, so basically across the Dogtooth stage, at the gates, Carcass, Municipal Waste. Good headliners.
Yeah.
Good headliners.
Strong headliners.
Strong,
as well.
yeah. Right, Avalanche stage for Sunday then. Red Hook.
No.
Black Futures.
Heard of,
yeah.
I lose in love.
All us in love, but one fucking word.
Oh. No, that's like my V in your stupid schmups.
It's annoying.
I can't do things like that.
Heart of a Coward. Do go check out Heart of a Coward.
Yeah,
obviously, they're back with a new front man, so it's well worth checking him out. See he does on stage. I've heard good things about their shows of this UK tour recently, and the new album's a banger. So check out Heart of a Coward. Black Peaks. I know of them.
Yeah.
That's about it. Our Last Night.
No.
The Amity Affliction. Decent band.
Oh, okay, I've heard of
them. Yeah. Platy Royal.
No.
Royale. Platy Royale. No. And Fever 333 or 353. Either way, I haven't heard of them.
No.
That's it. And we get the headliner of Avalanche stage. A headliner that I would definitely be going to see, because following a track by track, I said that if I ever saw them live, it would be at a fucking festival. And it's Enter Shikari. I would definitely go check him out, even though I'd be like, play Mothership, play Johnny Sniper. Here is an album where you can do the entire album in full, guys. Forget all the modern shit. Just give me Take to the Skies from beginning to end, and I'll be a happy bunny, basically. So yeah, I think they'll do well in Shikari. You know, they are what they are. Yeah. Second stage. Well,
Like a Storm.
I don't know.
No, Dinosaur Pilot.
Nope.
I like the name. Bad Flower. No. Starset. No. State Champs. No. Beartooth. I've heard of.
I know Beartooth. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's all like chunky kind of red fang kind of. Well, I don't know why I'm picturing that in my head.
Clearly don't know then. Yeah.
No. Anthrax.
It's Anthrax.
We were talking about them before. Like
it's a running theme throughout this, but basically, if I was there and there was nothing else happening, fine. But they are not a festival a ticket seller for me.
No. Dream Theater.
I like the new Dream Theater album. It's far less of, dare I say it, guitar wankery, proggy wankery from the past. It's a good heavy metal album. So like,
and the song shorter.
Yes.
Ooh.
It's a good album. I liked it.
Yeah.
And then we have Slayer's final ever UK show. It basically makes this a requirement to go see. While I have no interest in seeing Slayer anymore, I've seen them enough times.
Yeah.
I saw them headline Bloodstock a few years ago. If I was there, I would. You kind of have to.
Yeah.
You kind of have to at least watch a bit of it. Maybe like the last half an hour.
Yeah.
For the sort of goodbye thing, you know. But yeah, Slayer's final UK show. Which brings us to the main stage. The opener of Sunday is Cane Hill. A throwback band of attempting to re-energise what we all loved, nu metal. I think this band suck. I'm not going to mince words about it. We have listened to much of their music, reviewed several of their releases, and each time it's like, this band sucks.
Not for us.
Yes. I Prevail. Heard of.
Under Oath. I've heard of Under Oath.
Yeah, well, we've seen Under Oath as support bands before, you know.
Yeah.
Said Under Oath are fine. They're nothing special, nothing to get too excited about. Godsmack, same with Godsmack. Obviously, it's a bit of a classic band.
Throwback.
Throwback band. I've never seen them live, so I'll probably give it a go, even though I don't really care. And Monomath.
It's a solid main stage band.
Mm.
Yeah, last album wasn't the most exciting for me. It was okay, yeah, I like this, but it didn't like grab me as much as I thought I'd want from the other one.
What I would say is, don't you think you've seen them loads already?
I have seen them loads, yeah.
Like we saw them a headline Bloodstock last year.
Yeah, was it last year?
It was last year.
Oh, wow. Everything just like merges into one long.
So you're talking like, and they're not, you know, and they'll be fine. They're great live band. But for me, again, I've seen you so many times. And I guess I'm lucky then. I guess I'm lucky.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here critiquing this lineup basically based off the fact that I've been to a fuckload of gigs and a fuckload of festivals. Lucky me. Not everyone else is in that position or has been able to. So do you see what I mean? So I'm certainly not suggesting you shouldn't.
No.
Dude, they're a great band live. If you've never seen them live, go check it out. You'll have a great time. Yeah.
Their front man's good fun as well.
And they've got great bangers.
Yeah.
And like they play festivals well.
Yeah. I think it was even like lower down. We've seen them bring like the whole shebang.
Efforts,
with them. Yeah. So they're good fun.
Don't know if they do that though. They'll fall from top. I don't know if they do that. It's what 45 minutes. Yeah. Then we have Lamb of God. It's been a while for Lamb of God, so I've seen. Yeah, I'd probably go to this. I'm probably up for this. It's been a while since I've seen Lamb of God.
They were good at Wembley last year. Like, he looked like he's back on form again.
Yeah, I'd give it a go.
Yeah.
Then we've got Smashing Pumpkins. I would see this. Now, I've never seen Smashing Pumpkins live, and I balk at the price they charge for their shows. Too much for a band that I don't love.
Don't know enough of myself personally,
but I like enough of their stuff and grew up with a lot of their stuff that I'd be like, yep, cool, you're there. I'm going to go see you. I'd definitely check out Smashing Pumpkins. So, yeah. And then, ultimately, the big headliner, the one that's basically the ticket seller for a lot of people, I'd imagine, and would be a decent justification chunk if I was going.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be like, okay, £60 of that ticket money is for Tool.
Yeah.
I've never seen them live.
No.
I want to see them live. I'll pay for when they do their own show.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they say we're doing the O2. Oh, it'd be fucking Wembley Arena, won't it? But yeah, if it's something like the O2, whatever like that, and it said, hey, £50. Yeah, I've never seen you live. One time, I'll do it.
I think I missed it. Last time I played here was Brixton. And I'm going to talk to my tattoo artist because getting my Alice sleeve done, that's all I listened to was hours and hours of Tool. And it was great. But I've missed out on them at Brixton, so I'm quite excited to see Tool.
Yeah,
I'm hoping they lived up to like all expectations.
There is a lot of expectations on this, admittedly, as well. It'll be interesting to see if when they do throw out some new songs, how they go down with some of the more famous ones. And like, it sounds silly, but like, because there's no real comparison. But obviously, we saw Perfect Circle when they came back last year, and that was really, really good with a really good new album and stuff. So, you know, hopefully the crossover with your man Maynard will work. But yeah, so I think Tool's basically probably not necessarily the number one band to see, but definitely one that is on people's list. It'll be the biggest crowd of the weekend potentially. Beyond maybe Slipknot, because Slipknot had massive crossover appeal.
Definitely.
Yeah. That's Download 2019 in a nutshell. I do apologise for having to skip over X amount of bands, particularly if you're sitting there going, oh, but I love that band. We don't know. We're not going to bullshit our way through it and be like, oh yeah, that band, they're fucking brutal black metal when it turns out they're fucking pop punk, you know? But as at the start, it's all about justification. You're going to be there, so you're going to have the opportunity to experience this. You know, I hope you take advantage of it and actually bother to see bands and not just go with the flow. I will see lots of bands. What's it called? But yeah, I won't be, and that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, so let us know what you think in the comments about what bands you're going to check out, what bands you're going to see, and which ones you're most excited to. We'll be glad to hear about it. Thanks for watching. We're Games, Brains, Banging Life. Tell us what you think. Hit the like and subscribe button.